Hello everybody. Hello, it's Connie from Faff Designs. I am based in the UK and I'm a brand ambassador for Dixie Belle paint. So today I am going to be using one of my favourite products from Dixie Belle, which is Best Dang Wax. So waxes can add a load of dimension to your project. So if you finish a project and you think it might need a little something extra, waxes are a good shout. So I'm just going to run you through what this project is behind me. It's not appeared much on my page. It's appeared a little bit in my stories, but it's just been something in the background that I've been sort of playing with and layering whilst I've been working on other projects. Apologies for the reflection in my glasses. I'm also rocking I'm rocking a layered look today because it's gone back to being freezing here in the UK. It's really cold again. We had a gorgeous weekend of sun. It teased us and then it's gone back to being cold and foggy and horrible again today. So I'm going for the layered look. Like I say, the project behind me, I've been beavering away. It's been to one side while I was doing another piece last week, which was a customer commission. And it's a technique that I have used quite a few times in various different ways to achieve sort of a similar type of look. But basically, here's the colour lineup behind me. Let me just see if I can, there we go. Morning, hello, thank you for popping on and saying hi. If you didn't catch me at the start, my name is Connie. My business is called Faff Designs, which is tagged above me, and I am a brand ambassador for Dixie Belle paint. So good morning to everybody watching. Well, it's morning here, it ain't going to be morning for everybody, obviously. So I'll just run you through this piece. I don't know if you can just catch a peep of it. Can you just see? If I just lean it in, can you just see there? So this style of furniture I absolutely love. I think it's my favourite type of furniture, and I've gone for orange. I've always wanted to do an orange piece and I think this is the perfect piece for it. Morning, hiya. I can't see the comments because I'm filming horizontally today, so anything that I miss I'll come back to. Chris Dorner might be on Dixie Belle as Dixie Belle to answer any questions, so if you don't get an answer I'll come back to you in the comments. So this project, I'll just run you quickly through what I did. So I started with a base coat of, no I didn't, that's collard greens, I've grabbed the wrong colour. I started with a base coat of coffee bean. First error, God, I need more coffee. Oh dear. Right, base coat of coffee bean. Coffee bean. Then what was after that? So after that was Antebellum Blue. Next was Daisy. Like I said, these were all laid over the top and I added some sea spray into the Antebellum Blue, but I'm not going to go over that technique today because I have already done that on a live, so I don't want to risk repeating myself. And then I used Florida Orange. Excuse the state of the tub, look at that, isn't that really bad? I used Florida Orange, so I've used 2 coats of that and then I've distressed back to reveal the colours underneath. Morning Linda, you sanding. So that's the piece basically, but like I say, there you go, you can see a little peek of it there. So I'm not going to go too much about the paint and stuff today because like I say, I've already done this technique on a live, so I didn't want to risk repeating myself, but I just thought I'd let you know the colour recipe of what I've done so far. The next thing I did was I did a coat of Best Dang Wax in clear. So the Best Dang Wax clear actually looks white. That's what it's meant to look like, but it does come out clear. So the entire piece has had a coat of that. Now there's quite a few tools that you can use to apply wax that Dixie Belle sell. They're just bringing out 2 new brushes which are natural bristles, and that means they're perfect for applying wax. So you have the Best Dang Wax, which covers really quickly, because obviously it's such a large brush. You can get a really sort of quick application with that bad boy. And then you also have La Petite, which is a palm brush. It fits really nicely in your hand. Really good for swirling waxes in, and it's also got a pointed end, so you can sort of get into corners and recesses if you're using like a darker wax or something. So it's quite good for those. Up until they have been released, so I only got those a couple of weeks ago, my go-to for using a black wax or like a decorative wax is actually a premium chip brush, also from Dixie Belle, also a natural bristle, but they are obviously so flat, it's not a round brush. But these are really good for giving some detailing wax. Again, really good at getting into this sort of smaller crevices and corners along here. And they're also really good at sort of feathering wax. I have done a live on sort of blending black wax in, and I use one of these, so they're really good. The other tool is that one. Similar sort of shape but smaller to the La Petite, and it's got a longer handle, but again it's got natural bristles, which is always my go-to for waxing anyway, and that just allows you to get into the corners like that with your decorative wax. I'll show you in a sec. And also this one, this is the Belle brush from Dixie Belle as well, and again natural bristles. It's sort of like a squoval, I think that's the official name, a squoval. So that is another good one for applying wax. So there you brushes. Good morning, hi, hello, thank you for popping on and saying hi. So this piece has had a like I say, it's had a coat of clear wax before I applied the black. I'm going to lower you down so that you can actually see me applying the wax, because that might help. Also, bonus points if you can name the film. I know it's back to front, but you get the gist. Name the film on my jumper. When I saw this jumper, I had to have it because I love this film. So name the film. You don't win a prize or anything, but I just thought it'd be fun. I'm going to watch the comments to see if anybody knows the film. Nothing yet. Come on, someone has got to know what this is. Come on, 90s kids, come on. So there's the piece. Let's have a look, see if I can tilt you down a little. There we go. Yeah, you got it, Sue. Clueless. I was going to give you a clue, but I was going to say, rolling with the homies. Thought that'd be too far. Nobody wants to hear me doing that. I'm just not that cool. Yeah, you've got it, it's Clueless. How cool is that jumper? I just needed it. And I'm going to get it all gormed up with paint and wax. Anyway, back to this. So, it's had a coat of clear wax. The reason for this is it allows you to control the application of the coloured wax a little bit easier. So if you apply a coloured wax straight onto the chalk mineral paint, that's obviously the chalk mineral paint is porous, so it's going to soak straight into the paint. And if you make a mistake, or if you go a little bit too heavy with the wax, you are going to struggle to get it off, because the paint sort of soaks the colour up of the coloured wax, if that makes sense. Let me know if it doesn't. So a clear wax just allows you basically to control the coloured wax a little bit better. So I'll show you what I mean. And also you can use the clear wax as an eraser as well on top of that, and that just allows you to remove any excess that you don't want on there. So I'm going to use the French tip at the moment, just because these drawers have got some recessed bits in here. So all I'm going to do is get a load of the wax right in the edges. And black wax over this orange is just awesome. Hi Jackie. Is Chris Dorner about? Oh, is she there? Oh, hello Chris Dorner. Hello. Cheers, thank you. Did you get my jumper? Did you see my jumper? No one appreciates the jumper. What is with that? Anyway, so back to painting. I get so easily distracted. Hi Chris Dorner. So can you see straight away the difference between that drawer and those which have just got clear wax on? You didn't see it. Oh God, I've got to get up again. Okay. Can you see it? Just want somebody to appreciate the jumper. Name the film. Someone got it. Someone already got it, but there we go. So you can see the difference massively between this drawer and the ones that have no wax on at all. So it just creates depth. It creates a little bit of grunge, a little bit of atmosphere, and you can do this with any colour. So my favourite is black. I use a lot of vibrant colours when I paint, which black wax over the sort of more vibrant colours looks awesome. You were clueless, ha 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 ha. So the black wax just adds a little bit of grunge, a little bit of sort of depth, age, and it works really well over brighter colours. I see a lot of people don't know what colour waxes to use over what colours. It's personal preference really, and it also it's the look that you're going for. So the brown wax basically makes it look old, antiques it. A white wax will give a sort of a softer, more subtle, washed out sort of look. So that just softens the colour. Black is similar to brown in that it can be used to add age, but obviously this isn't an old piece. This is a new pine piece of furniture. It's quite modern. They are very sort of easily come across over in the UK, and I love painting these in really, really bold, bright colours. I've done a couple now in sort of greens and the real vibrant colours. So sorry if I can't get to your comments. I'll come back to them because the comments are flying that quickly, and I've got it on horizontal, which means they don't stay on the screen as long. So I'll come back to them, or Chris Dorner will pick them up. So yeah, it just depends on the look that you're going for, and you know, if you're going for sort of like a French sort of soft look, then white wax looks really, really pretty over sort of more softer colours because it just softens the whole thing up. And you can also use a combination of a couple of waxes. So I have used black and white together, I've used brown and white together, I've used black and white together. It all just depends on what sort of thing the look that you want to go for. So with this particular one, I'm only going to be using black. So again, if you think where it's just giving the piece, like I say, a little bit of attitude, a little bit of grunge, and the way that I think of it is basically where the dirt would sit. So you know, where it'd sort of get you know, its natural sort of patina is where I work it into. So you want it in all the creases, all the little recesses, and then you can wipe it back. If you go too heavy, the best thing about Best Dang wax is that it's really, really, really workable. So some waxes just dry so quick, and that's sort of it. These you can really play around and work with them for quite a while afterwards. So Can you see the difference straight away? Now, if you wanted to remove it, can't reach, small hands, small arms, short syndrome. If you wanted to remove it, so say here and here, obviously I've jammed the black wax into that little crease there. If you want to remove it, all you do is you take, you could take a rag or a sponge, just pop a little bit of clear wax on, and it acts like an eraser. I'm hardly rubbing on at all. It acts like an eraser, so then you can go back and remove any that you think might be a little bit. See, it's gone onto the sponge. So that's lifted where I went in a little bit too heavy. It's left it in the recess here, and it's left it up here, but it's taken it from the high points, basically. And I'm going to do the same here as well. So that it just leaves it in the creases. So can you see the difference in this one, which is just the painted one with the clear wax, versus this one, which has had a bit of black wax on? That's it. And look how different they are in terms of dimension. This one looks, I mean, it's perfectly fine, but it just lacks something. And just adding that little bit of black wax and wiping it off and leaving it in the recesses, it's just made it look super 3D. So like I say, this is a technique that I've used on plenty of pieces. I absolutely love the waxes from Dixie Belle. And the good thing about them is they're water-based. So I don't know if this question's popped up. Because they're water-based, you can top coat them. So this doesn't, I mean, traditionally, oil-based waxes are your last step, because obviously water won't sit on top of oil. So waxes are always normally your last step. Dixie Belle are just so clever, and they've made water-based waxes, so you can top coat over the top of these with any of the clear coats and gator hide. So any of the top coats that Dixie Belle make, you can top coat them, so you can seal that in. If you wanted extra protection over the top or whatever, you could go back in here with a clear coat and seal it, which is just like so clever. So yeah, that's it really. It's just about playing around with it, and even if say for example you don't have any clear wax to remove it with, yeah, they are a game changer, aren't they, Linda? They're ace. I love them. You can use a baby wipe, or you could use a rag with water. Because they are obviously water based, you can remove them with anything. So if you apply it and you really don't like it, you can go in with a baby wipe and completely remove it, which is amazing. Because like I say, most waxes you can't do that. You have to remove them with like a white spirits or something like that. So I'm not sure if anybody missed the colour recipe for this piece. Like I say, I haven't done much of this on my page. It's just been in the background, sort of while I've been watching paint dry on a commission piece. I've been layering this bad boy up. So the base coat was coffee bean, then it was Antebellum Blue, which was mixed with sea spray. Then there was Daisy, so you can see tiny little peeps of yellow. And then the last one was Florida Orange, which is like a proper zingy orange. And you don't see it a lot, but I've been dying to use it. So I layered those up, sanded back to reveal the colours popping through. And then I wanted more Antebellum Blue showing through, because blue and orange, they're obviously the opposites. So, and they just really like pop off each other. So I got a little bit of Antebellum Blue on one of these paint scrapers, and I applied it like that, just basically to add more blue back in. because I wanted to more blue to be seen, if that makes sense. They also do a grey wax. Forgot to mention the grey wax. I don't think I've got the grey one, but I think I've ordered it. I think I've ordered it this time. I think it's on the way somewhere. So, yeah, they do a grey wax, and that looks really nice. Gives like a sort of a smoky effect. So that looks really nice over like pale blues and stuff. It looks pretty. It looks good over pale colours. Just making sure that it's all in the recesses. That's why this brush is so good, because it's obviously got point on the end. So that's that. Oh, I can't see the comments. They're going too fast. I'll have to come back to them. And then I'm just going to come back in with a little bit of clear wax on a sponge and just use it as an eraser in the areas that I have I've gone a little bit crazy with. That just removes it. This is just a dish sponge, just a cheap dish sponge, and I normally just, you can wash them out, but once it's, they normally start to sort of like go a bit yucky, so I normally just chuck them away once they're completely past it. There we go. So I think that's quite a decent level of, okay, let me just show you close up. So that's close up, although we've now got glare from the ring light, but you can see how it's just sitting in all the little recesses. And it's just added a little bit of dimension. And then normally what I do is I add card in here. Also, I didn't have any black screws to match the handles, so I'm going to be colour matching those with the Dixie Belle black gilding wax. So that's that. Versus, see, hang on, I'm going to drop something in a sec. There we go. So you can see the difference between that one on the top, which is just painted with a clear wax, and that one on the bottom, which has had the black wax, and it's really, really quick as well. I mean, you saw how quick I did those. It's just something that adds an extra bit of interest, bit of dimension, and in this case, a little bit of grunge. I want a bit of attitude with this. So this is almost finished. All I've got to do is add a little bit more of the black wax, stage it, and I'll be able to share it with you all. So if you want to pop over to my page, which is linked above my head, you can follow me on there. I'd love it if you pop across. I will be back here same time next week with a different project. Don't know what yet, but I'll be back with something different. And thank you for joining me today, and cheers guys. Thank you Chris Dorner. Cheers, Christina. You can buy it if you want. it will be for sale. So I'll catch you next week, and take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.